Hello, my love, and welcome to this full body yoga flow that is going to awaken, stretch, possibly energize, just feel really good for your whole body to move and to start your day or to end your day, wherever you choose to practice. But when you're ready, all you need is yourself. If you've got a mat, and if you do have any blocks, if you find that you might want them for a little bit of support, then have those close by. And we're going to come and start in a child's pose at the very back of our mat or space, bringing the big toes to touch. You might take the knees out nice and wide and then just walking the hands forward as you allow your body, your head to soften between the legs. And you might bring your head down for some support. Maybe you even bring it onto a block. And just allowing the first few moments just to check in. Maybe you close your eyes, just gently releasing the external or your day. And just come and befriend your breath. Come and follow your breath. Take a moment just to notice what energy you've arrived on your mat with in this moment, without judging what you feel or what shows up, whether you're tired, whether you feel happy and soft and spacious, or perhaps a little agitated, perhaps you need a little nourishment in this practice. But just observing where you are right now, and maybe at the end of your practice, we can turn that around and you can step off your mat feeling a little more whole, a little more connected, or whatever you need to nurture for your time here. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, just start to slowly extend the arms forward if they're not already. And then come and wave yourself up to find a tabletop pose. And as soon as you get there, as always, come and invite some really juicy or nourishing, whatever you need, movement on the tabletop. I love to start the practice with something that is just a little more kind of intuitive, a little more personal. So try not to think too much with your mind. And just allow your body to have a little stretch, have a little wriggle around. Can you just trust where your body wants to go? As you feel into the spine, the hips, the wrists, the neck. Beautiful. And then option to kind of start some waves, some like undulation through the spine. You might tuck the toes under as well. Just sinking and waving the hips back and then curling through like a cat. Maybe as you sink the hips forward at the end and expose the chest to the face. Lovely. Let's take a few cat-cows as you're ready, softening the belly down as we peel the chest forward, the chin, stretching the throat, the front of the body. As you exhale, pressing your mat away, squeezing the belly button back as the chin draws to the chest. Nice, 3 more of those. In whichever way feels good for you, you might even come to the fingertips. You might take a little rock forward as you inhale, and then a little draw back of the hips as you exhale. Nice. It's important, or more important, that it feels good for you and your body and needed. Lovely. Let's come back to that tabletop pose. We're going to hover that right leg off behind, knees nice and bent, and come and take some big, lovely, juicy circles through that right hip. You might come to the fingertips of the right hand, and then reversing those circles when you're ready, as big or as small as feels good. Ooh. Lovely. And then we'll take a big step to the outside of the right hand as we find our lizard pose. Little explore when you get there. You might bring your blocks, if you have some, underneath your hands for some support. And just guiding the hips forward and down. Lovely. Option here to come down to the forearms on your blocks or your mat if you want something a little deeper. 3 more breaths here wherever you are. Option to find stillness always if that's what you need. Relax your jaw. Maybe you sigh out the mouth. Come and meet yourself right here, right now. Lovely. And then let's come back onto the hands as we take a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to shift back to the left knee as the right leg lengthens any amount to find our Ardha Hanuman, half split pose or half monkey pose. Doesn't matter if the left leg isn't completely straight. Come back to your breath. Notice your head, your neck. Option to stay here for 3 breaths, or option to shift forward with the hips as you inhale and then gently rock back as you exhale. 3 rounds, wherever you choose to be. Super, super fluid, like water wherever you are. Beautiful. Then let's come shift back forward with the hips. We're going to send the right knee back to the left and come and find your puppy pose. So hands are reaching forward. Maybe your blocks are still there. As we sink the chest, the head down towards the mat. Hips are spreading up nice and high. And taking any variation of this that feels good for you. Maybe you bring your chin down to the mat if you've got a little bit more space. Maybe the forearms and the elbows are down for more support. Beautiful, nice. From here, start to tuck the tailbone underneath. Come and walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tabletop pose. Little moment to round the spine. And then let's come to the other side. Left leg raises off and big circles through that left hip. Oh, any cracks, any clunks are invited. And then come and reverse those circles. Oh. Beautiful. Big step forward to the outside of the left hand. Lizard pose. Again, option to grab your blocks. And come and have a good feel and breathe into your body on this side. Nice. Last 3 breaths here. You might come down to the forearms or your blocks. Maybe you keep a little movement, or maybe you're still with your breath. Lovely. Let's come back slowly up onto the hands, taking a breath in here. And as you exhale, rocking back as we gently lengthen that left leg, Ardha Hanuman. Little moment to arrive, always. Find your breath, come and meet your body here. And then 3 full rounds of breath. Option to find those lovely shifts forwards and backwards with the hips, or option to stay nice and still. Or maybe to gently wave over that left leg, just letting your breath guide your body. Lovely. Let's come and shift back to that left leg as we inhale. Exhale, left knee comes back to the right as we find our tabletop. Little breath in to shift forward this time. Exhale to hug the elbows into the ribs as we lower all the way down, belly button engaged. Lovely roll of the shoulders there as we rise up, cobra pose, squeezing the glutes as we draw the chest forward. Exhale, tucking through the toes, downward facing dog. In your own time, come and adjust the feet or the hands where you need. Perhaps the knees stay nice and bent, and just allowing, again, any wiggles, any movement that your body leads you to in your downward facing dog. Notice your breath moving through your body in this pose. How does your body feel here? And then can you come and find some stillness in your downward facing dog? Spine is nice and long, ears in line with the biceps. Take a big deep breath in through the nose, all the way to the crown of the head. Big exhale out the mouth as you gently press the chest back. Lovely, let's make our way to the top of our mat, deep forward fold, as many steps as you need. Maybe a little bend in the knees as you get there. And just let your body move you again. Where does it want to be as you find yourself in your deep fold? Can you let the back of the neck be a little soft? Maybe you take a nod of the head just to help. Lovely, let's come and rise up to stand. Bending the knees even more, rooting down through the feet as you curl up through each vertebrae. As the shoulders stack on top, take a big reach up of the arms to breathe in. And then exhale to draw the palms down to your chest, to your heart. Samastiti. Nice, maybe a little heel toe of the feet right underneath the hips. Just connecting the thumbs with your chest, your heart, shoulders relaxed. Nice. We're going to come and find a humming breath here. 3 rounds. So breathing in through the nose, and as we exhale, just finding a hum like a bee as it resonates through the mouth, the face, the head, the brain. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale in through the nose. Just returning to the natural breath, just noticing, observing sensation. Beautiful. As we breathe in, rising up, extended mountain pose, reaching for the sky. Exhale, deep forward fold as you find your Uttanasana. Nice. Halfway lift to inhale, rising through the chest. Exhale, planting the hands. Step, hop, or jump back to your high plank. Little breath in when you get there. As you exhale, option to knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Big inhale, cobra or upward facing dog as you hover the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog as the hips come nice and high. Nice, take a big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth as you let it go. Lovely. Little inhale in here, maybe bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop or jump to your hands at the top of the mat. Halfway lift to inhale. Exhale to stretch over the legs, rising up, take a big breath in, chest lifts. Exhale to dive it back down, deep forward folds. Halfway rise, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step, hop or jump back. As you exhale, lowering down, just moving with your breath this time. Inhale, rising through the chest, whichever way feels best. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips drawing back. Nice. Let's take one more round. Inhale in. Big exhale to sigh out. Nice. Inhale, bend the knees, looking to the hands. Step, hop, or jump to join them. Exhale. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale to fold. Rising up, take a breath in. Exhale to fold all the way. Uttanasana. Halfway lift to inhale. Exhale, planting the hands. Step, hop or jump back to your high plank, lowering as you breathe out. Inhale, rolling the heart forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog as the hips come back. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth as you let it go. Nice. Let's take a breath in. Right leg sweeps up. Three-legged dog. Nice. Pressing away from that right hand as much as the left. Little roll of that right ankle. Roll of the right foot. And then start to shift forward as you draw the knee with you. Stepping the right foot down. Let's rise up to warrior one. Left heel is going to ground as we reach the body up with the arms. Take a moment to relax the shoulders. Right knee is drawing forward as we find our warrior one. Nice. One more breath in here. Exhale, we're going to open out to our warrior two, just adjusting that back foot a little wider as the hips are open to the side of the mat. Beautiful. Flipping the front palm up. Little breath in to reach forward. Exhale as we reach back, reverse warrior. Left hand comes down the back leg as the right hand slides over the head. Big bend in that right knee. One more breath in here. Exhale, side angle pose as that right forearm comes to the right thigh. Left arm is going to search over the head, and can you use that right arm to spread open the chest to the ceiling? Left foot is pressing to the back of the mat as you peel open the left armpit. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands come down either side the right foot. Lowering the left knee down. Let's take an inhale to rise up through the arms. And as we exhale, opening out to the right side, right fingers reach back, left fingers reach forward. Can you hug that right inner thigh to the middle of the body as you squeeze that left glute? Beautiful. Big breath in. Right arm sweeps up, low lunge. Option to dip the hips. Exhale, hands come down. Big step to cross behind the right foot at the top of the mat. Cross-legged forward fold. Option to grab your block underneath the hands. Nice. Bend the knees as much as you need. And just take a little bow of the head as if bowing down to your own body. Lovely. Halfway lift as we inhale. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale as we stretch over. Rising up to stand, squeezing the inner thighs and the glutes as we reach all the way up. We're going to take hold of the right elbow with the left hand. Right hand reaches down the lower back. Nice. Tailbone tucks underneath. Take a breath in here, just to spread the head back into the arm. As we exhale, side bend to the left as you sway the hips over to the right side. Nice. Let's take a breath in to come back to center. Both arms reach up. Exhale, diving forward and down as the tailbone reaches back. Deep forward fold. Lovely. As we halfway lift, we're going to shift to the right foot. Left leg is going to hover off behind. Option for your hands to come onto your block. Little balance. Take a moment to find a little flight and then start to bend into the right leg. Left foot is going to come down to the back of the mat as we plant both hands. Right arm reaches up as we find our twisted runner's lunge. And can you draw the hips up and away from the floor as you squeeze the inner thighs together? Exhale, right hand comes down. Big step back to your high plank and then take in your flow. Whichever variation you need. As you find your downward facing dog, your exhale, arise. Nice little shake of the head. Maybe a little bend of the knees to either side. Anything that you need when you get here. Nice, and then come and find some gentle stillness in your downward dog. Let's take an inhale, left leg sweeps back, three-legged dog. Keep pressing away from that left hand. As you exhale, shifting forward, left foot steps down, grounding the right heel as we rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Nice, right glute is switched on. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. Drawing forward with that left knee. One more inhale. Exhale to open out, warrior 2. Right foot maybe steps back a little bit as the hips draw nice and open. Lovely, flipping the front palm. Take an inhale to search forward. Exhale to reach over the top, reverse warrior. Right hand supports on the right leg as the left knee reaches to the front of your space. One more breath in. As we exhale, coming through center, side angle pose. Forearm onto the left thigh as we use that to spread and open the chest. Right arm reaches overhead as we press that right foot back. Nice, one more inhale. Exhale, both hands come down to your mat. Lowering the right knee, let's rise up to find a low lunge. Big inhale. Exhale to spread our wings to the left this time. Left inner thigh is drawing in towards the body as we tuck the tailbone, squeezing that right glute. Beautiful. Left arm sweeps forward. Take a breath in, low lunge. Option to dip the hips. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Cross-legged forward fold. Right foot crosses behind the left. Take a moment to land, to plant the feet, to bow the head down, and then inhale, halfway rise, using your block where you need. Exhale to stretch over the legs. Root to rise as you draw up from the core. Exhale, left arm bends down the back this time. Right hand takes the left elbow. Nice, finding your balance, squeezing the inner thighs, the tailbone, and then take a breath in, tilting the head back into the arm. Exhale, side bend to the right as you sway the hips over to the left. Nice, let's come back to center. Both arms reach up as we breathe in. Exhale, diving forward and down. Tailbone flies back to help. As we inhale, shifting to the left foot, right leg hovers off behind as we find that little balance. The left knee might be slightly bent. Take a moment to find little flight, and then as you exhale, right foot comes down to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Left arm peels open as we find that twist, pressing away from your mat with the foot and the hand. As we exhale, left hand comes down, big step back, high plank. Come and take your flow, whatever you need as you get there. Big roll of the shoulders, cobra upward dog. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Again, whichever one you need when you get there, maybe both. 3 full rounds of breath, either in your child's pose or your downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, come to find your downward facing dog if you're not there. Take a little moment, a little sway of the head, nod of the head. Lovely. And then let's walk the hands back towards the feet at the very back of the mat. Deep forward fold. Nice. We're going to bring the feet nice and wide to find our Malasana yogi squat, lowering the sit bones down. As we open the hips, you could bring a block or cushion underneath the sit bones and come and find a moment to either find a little sway or a little move or maybe stillness. Nice deep breaths to fill up and soften the lower belly, the hips, the inner thighs. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands down to your mat, come to find your deep forward fold, toes face forward. This time we're going to interlace the hands behind the back and just let your body fold over the legs. The knees can be really bent. Your thighs might be holding your torso. Arms and hands just following your head, following gravity. Nice deep breaths into the back of the body, the shoulders. Beautiful. Bringing the hands all the way down to your mat. Come and walk yourself out, downward facing dog. Little pedal out when you get there. Lovely. And then let's take a breath in. Right leg sweeps up, 3-legged dog. As we exhale, shifting forward, right foot steps all the way down, keeping the left heel off this time. Let's take a breath in to rise up to find our high lunge. As we exhale, palms are going to draw down to our chest, to our heart center. Option to bend that back knee a little. We're going to twist round to the right side. Left elbow is going to tip down to the outer right thigh as we find our prayer twist. Option to lower the back knee here. And as we press away from the leg, with that left arm, we're thinking of spiraling the chest open to the right side. Squeezing the inner thighs to the middle of the body. One more breath in. Nice, releasing the arms. Take a big inhale to reach up, high lunge. Exhale to open out, warrior two as the left heel grounds. Nice, adjusting the feet wherever you need. Beautiful. From here, we're going to straighten that right leg, heel toe the left foot in a little bit. Front palm is going to flip up. Inhale to reach forward with the right arm, and as we exhale, rotating around triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right knee might be a little bit bent. And as you press the arm into the leg into the arm, peeling open that left side. Option to sweep the left arm around the lower back to the right hip. You might even have your block underneath that right hand. Just for a little bit of support. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Lovely. One more inhale, reaching that left arm back up to the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to bend into the right leg, start to rotate all the way back, reverse warrior, right arm reaches overhead. Option to bring it behind the head this time to cradle and tilting the head into the hand to spread open that right elbow. Nice, one more breath in. As you exhale, rotating both hands down, either side that right foot, pivoting on the left leg, pivoting on the left leg, and then just hop that left foot in a little bit to find pyramid pose. So both legs are lengthening this time. You could bring your blocks either side of that right foot as that left heel grounds down. Nice deep breath into the back of that right leg. Just allowing your body to soften over, your head to hang nice and heavy. Beautiful. From here, start to bend into that right leg, looking forward. We're going to step the left foot to join the right, top of the mat. Bending the knees as you sit the weight back into the hips, chair pose, Utkatasana. Squeezing the inner thighs together as the fingertips reach all the way forward. Nice. One more inhale in here. As you exhale, coming to stand, palms drawing to your chest, Samastitihi. As you take a moment to come to your breath, to land in this part of your practice, where you are in this moment. Beautiful. When you're ready, my friends, swinging or sweeping back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. As you exhale, deep forward fold over the legs. Halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale, planting the hands, taking your flow. Making your way back to your downward facing dog as you exhale out. Beautiful. When you're ready, left leg sweeps back as you breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, shifting forward, left foot steps all the way down. Rising up to high lunge, right heel stays off as we reach the arms. Option to bend into that right knee. As you exhale, palms drawing to your chest. Twisting to the left this time, right elbow dips to the outer left thigh. Option again to lower that right knee down here. Nice, and as you press the palms into one another, as you draw the body away from that left leg, the heart is spiraling round to the left side, crown of the head extending forward. Option if when you get there, you find you want something a little stronger, to hover that back knee off, shooting the heel to the back of the room. One more breath in. As we exhale, releasing the arms. Take a big breath in to reach up, high lunge. Exhale to turn that corner, warrior two. Take a moment to land, to adjust. And then straightening that front leg. Back foot, heel toes a little bit in. Flipping the palm up. Take a breath in to reach forward. Exhale, rotating around, triangle pose. Again, finding that variation that feels good for you. The left knee might be a little bent. We're thinking of peeling that right hip open. Nice. Option to stay here. Option to reach the right arm around the lower back to the left hip as we peel open the right side chest. Beautiful. One more inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, bending into the left leg, cartwheeling back, reverse warrior. Option to bring the left hand behind the head this time, or the neck, as you find a little more spread through that left elbow. One more big breath in. Exhale, both hands come either side of the left foot. Pivoting round with that back leg, and then just hop the back foot in a little bit to find your pyramid pose. Toes are facing out a tad. Right heel is drawing down. Maybe you grab your blocks. Perhaps there's a little micro bend or a big bend in that left knee. Nice. Few breaths here. Come and close your eyes. Just allow that to draw you into the sensations in your body. Lovely. Start to bend into that left leg. Right foot steps to the top of the mat, bending the knees. Chair pose. Fingertips sweep forward as the tailbone draws back. Nice. This time we're going to reach the hands forward. Shifting forward as we hover the heels off. Any amount. Doesn't need to be a huge amount. Squeezing the ankles, the inner thighs. Bring the palms to heart center. We're going to start to lower all the way down to find a toe sit. Just take your time. Obviously, if the hands need to come down, they can. Nice. Maybe your blocks are either side, just for a little bit of help. Nice. From here, reaching the hands back forward, just open the knees a little bit. And we're going to start to send the sit bones back as we reach forward to the fingers with the chest. In time, coming to find your seat, your boat pose. Option for the toes to stay on your mat, option for them to hover off. Navasana boat pose. Nice, come and find your breath. Heart is spreading forward as you breathe in. Belly button is drawing back, one more breath in. As we exhale, feet are coming down to your mat. Take a big breath in to reach the arms up. Exhale to fold over the legs. Seated forward fold. Maybe the knees stay a little soft here. Nice, lovely, big, long breaths. Lovely, and then come and slowly roll up through the spine. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees come out to either side to our butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. Little sway from side to side. Maybe your hands come and massage your feet gently. You could come and sit on a cushion or a block. Let's take a lovely forward fold here. So as you breathe in, spreading the chest forward as the spine grows tall, and then folding over the legs with the chest. Let the spine round, let the head be nice and heavy. And you might release the feet, the legs, and just let the arms reach forward or soften. And just feeling your breath, just allowing yourself to start to come down. Lovely. When you're ready, slowly walking yourself back up, drawing up through each vertebrae, and bring the knees to come together. Just come and give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. Nice, maybe a gentle knock of the legs from side to side. Beautiful. Nice. And then just let the left leg fall over to the side. We'll come to find our pigeon pose. So left leg is at the front or at the top or just wherever you are, doesn't really matter. Back leg can be nice and bent, or it can be stretched back behind. You could bring a block under your front sit bone. So whichever the bent leg is at the front, have a little spread and rock of the hips. And then if you want to find a forward fold, just walking yourself forward over that front leg. Maybe you bring your block underneath the head or the arms to support. Or you might come all the way down to the hands. And as each exhale arrives, just let it be an invitation to soften, to release where needs, letting go of. And just to start to feel all the energy of your practice kind of echoing through your body, settling in, integrating as we slow down. Lovely. And come and slowly walk yourself back up. Nice. You might rock yourself onto that front sit bone and just have a little windshield wipe of the legs again from side to side, or just anything that feels needed. Again, just kind of letting our body move us more than our mind. So let it be really free. And then come to the other side, wherever that brings you, to bring the other leg in front this time. Back leg can be bent or straight or anywhere in between. Have a good explore of your lovely body on this side. What does it need? And then following that whisper as you come and find a few breaths of soft stillness, or maybe you do keep a little rock. That might feel quite nice. And I've always really used my practice, my time on my mat, as a moment to check in, to explore, to inquire what my body needs. And that isn't always stillness. Sometimes it's more freedom, more space. I think yoga is an incredible practice for coming to honor how we feel in each exact moment, each time we take a breath. So let it be an invitation to connect a little deeper with your own inner wisdom, your own true nature. Lovely. Let's start to slowly walk ourselves back up. Again, maybe you just rock onto that sit bone. We're going to make our way all the way down to our back, just in time. So take anything you need before you get down there. When you roll softly down, maybe you draw the knees in to the chest. Arms could come and hug the legs or spread out wide. Maybe a soft roll of the hips or sway of the legs. Beautiful. Let's send the left leg out nice and long, hugging the right knee in, and then just guiding that right leg across the body to the left to find a nice lovely twist. Right wing opens to the opposite side, and you could let gravity do its thing with that top leg, or you could gently bring your hand to rest there. Make sure your jaw is nice and soft. Your face, your tongue. Perhaps a big sigh out the mouth helps with that. Lovely. And then slowly rolling onto your back again. Come and realign the spine before you stretch the right leg out long. Left leg hugs in, and then crossing it over the body to the right side. And finding your variation based on listening to your body, so you can give your body what it needs. And the more we turn inward, the more we step on our mat, we become more aware of the language of our body, listening a little deeper to sensation, to those kind of whispers of intuition. And over time, we can build a practice that comes from within instead of without or outside. Knowing that we already have all of the answers. Lovely. Come and roll yourself onto your mat. Maybe a big hug of the knees into the chest, maybe a happy baby pose. Whatever you feel you need. Maybe you just have a stretch of the legs up and the arms and have a little roll through the wrists, the ankles, the feet. Come and let yourself feel really nourished for the last moment before coming down to find your final relaxation, Shavasana. Option to stretch the legs out long, or maybe a Supta Baddha Konasana feels quite nice with the knees peeling out to the sides, shoulder blades resting at the back of your heart space, neck is nice and long. And come and close your eyes. Let's take a big deep breath in, drawing all the way to the top of the head, and then a big sigh softly out the mouth as you just let your body rest. Let your practice integrate. And allow your whole being, your whole ecosystem, just to absorb that wonderful energy. Nothing to do now, nothing to fix or strive for, but just let your body be breathed by your breath. And just let your breath gently lead you back into your body. As you feel yourself held, soft, inviting little moments of life back in, just when you feel ready. But how slowly can you move as you reawaken, as you find any stretch, any way to expand. And take your time, you might hug the knees into the chest. Take a sway, maybe that rolls you to a fetal position on one side. But just staying with that calm, that peace you feel from within. Allowing that to just slowly bring you up to find a comfortable position to close your practice. I invite you to keep your eyes closed and keep noticing, keep being as you find your seat. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, maybe you bring the palms to touch at heart center. Maybe you reach them up above the head as you breathe in and draw them down. Or perhaps you just place your hands on your body somewhere. Just encouraging you to come and close your practice, however feels right for you, as you honor this time that you spent, all that energy that you created, and your invitation to step off your mat with this renewed energy and into the rest of your day, your week, your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me for this practice. And I look forward to seeing you again for your next